Just about set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Today, a good battle in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go from Southern California. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Yeah, and all Jared Goff does every year, Mike, is lead one of the most prolific offenses in the NFL. But I'm not sure he gets the credit he deserves. I think so many people wanted to give credit to Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, and rightfully so, as he makes this transition to kind of the next era of Lions football without Ben Johnson. I think people are going to see just how big of an impact Jared Goff had, not only in the 15 games they won last year, but they believe they have a Super Bowl contending team in Detroit.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Inside the 30. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Rams nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
As hard as it may be, Mike, to resist, I don't think they need to come out and think we have to match them big play for big play after just giving up that early score. Stick to your plan. Pick up the first down and allow this game to start unfolding and settle into a rhythm. Execute your game plan. Don't try to match what your opponents do.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On play action, it's Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, L.A.
First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The tackle made back at his own.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Parkinson in motion. Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. That's caught by Puka. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. It's Stafford. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
They go play action with Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
At the 12-yard line.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
They go jet sweep and give it to Adams. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stafford. To the goal line and in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, LA.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
His kick is good. And the Rams come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see the football for the second time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 53 yards.
And the Lions.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with him and take that play away.
He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Gibbs, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
One more time, they try Gibbs. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over.
The Rams offense ready for their second possession. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a 1st down.
That's good.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession.
using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Yard line.
They put Adams in motion. Send a man in motion right. Play action now for Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's in! Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Harrison
for the
Vivas
point after.
on for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Rams are on top. It's 14-10.
Makes the score Rams 14, Lions 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense is going to have to find some way to slow him down. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. We are through 1. 14-10 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. That's the 3rd-round rookie pick, Isaac Slaw.
To Isaac Slaw. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Detroit.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
48-yard line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Ball incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Xavier Smith deep to return. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion. A 1st down throw for Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Rams. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
They'll try here for the extra point.
For the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Rams are out to a 21-10 lead.
Lions 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Now, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On play action, Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Has some room inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Lions 17.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
The Rams take over.
Puka Nakua and this Rams offense come back onto the field.
Take him, watch the tight end on.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
Third down.
They'll try to sneak it here. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
First down, it is Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford to the left side, and Adams has it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Man in motion is Smith. They'll go with Williams. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
18 more yards.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
The 24-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. 1st and 10. Brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
The motion man is Nakua. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Brings up 4th and 1.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Rams can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22
Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing, Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Here's Goff. And over the middle, caught by Tesla. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Stafford's pass complete to number 89, Tyler Higbee. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They run over center with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Rams 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D tackle is just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
That's good.
It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, LA.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and that's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a first set of downs.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll complete it to Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards that time for number 17.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, they're going to wrap him up.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. The motion man is Nakua. It's another run here for Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Working out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Sean McVay will
Harrison
send out
Davis
the field goal
the
unit.
field goal.
This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams will extend their third quarter lead.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
He was brought down by
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
A second down throw for Goff. That's caught by Tesla. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run the sneak. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
On second down, it's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's the Lions punt team now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds.
38-yard line.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Williams. And he's going to get him a 1st down here across midfield and down to the 45.
A gain of 9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 17 yards that time, to number 17.
28-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Now it's Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Rams 1st down.
1st down and 10 yards to go.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5.
Complete to Devontae Adams. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 3-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will extend their lead.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down as he is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Down at the 35-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
First carry for David Montgomery. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterbacks. Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. First down and more inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
The key to these toss plays, Mike, is that the back has patience. It's a mixture of you want to get that ball out on the edge quickly, but you also have to give time for the big boys out in front to give you some blocks. So really well executed there, and it led to a big pickup.
That's caught by Gibbs. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are back within 6.
Makes the score Rams 30, Lions 24.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Nakua snaps it over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback, Mike. I mean, he knew where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Intended for Kobe.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Stafford now on 2nd down. I'll throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And the Rams, 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. A gain of 17 yards. First down, L.A.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Aiden Hutchinson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Man in motion is Smith. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. The Lions call their first time out. Talk things over before third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's gone. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
First down, Lions.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down. Goff. That's over the middle. Caught by Tasloff. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 12.
They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Lions first down. Goff to throw. That's right side and into the hands of Tasloff. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
These two got it going on. 19 on that connection and another first down. Goff to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
At the Rams' 19-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up. Throwing here is Goff. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kicker
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will cut it to a 2-point lead.
33. Lions 31.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.